with him. So inflation was reduced to 3.3%, and by the end of the month we expect to see an inflation of less than 3%. For a long time, for the first time after a long time, we've seen that the final results are lower than expected. But this kind of slowdown could also affect economic activity. This is something we understand that could affect the plans of the businesses to expand or create new types of products. So all of these factors need to be taken into account. This also has an effect on the buying power of our citizens, and still this results in larger salaries and better buying power. But all of the factors that influence customer prices must be taken into account. In the second quarter of last year, the Bank of Russia and the government introduced limitations on the export of capitals, the outflow of capital. A number of these restrictions and limitations have been lifted, and today I believe that our colleagues from the central bank and us must have a discussion about the effects of these decisions on the economy. And finally, one of the key decisions, key matters to address today is the deficit of specialists. Over the past year, we've seen domestic enterprises retain their workforce in as much as possible, but currently I must say that we have the lowest indicators of unemployment historically. Unfortunately, there is a certain lack of specialists, and there are three goals that we must address. First, to address the deficit of specialists in those areas where there is still a higher level of unemployment. Second, we must actively introduce technologies that allow us to save capital and resources, and by unloading reserves like that, we can create better specialists. And thirdly, we must make sure that we can train as many.
Bueno, el presidente ruso, hablando de inflación, ha dicho que ha tenido conversaciones con la presidenta del Banco Central de Rusia, y lo que está diciendo es que la inflación se ha reducido ya de por sí al 3,3% en Rusia, y dice que esperan ver para finales de este mes de abril una inflación en el 3%. Dice que, bueno, pues que sería una de las primeras veces en mucho tiempo donde la inflación baja por encima de lo que se esperaba. Así que, ojo, porque Putin aquí celebrando que la inflación esté más baja, por ejemplo, en Rusia, país afectado por las sanciones internacionales que se le ha puesto por parte de Occidente por culpa de la guerra, una inflación que, por cierto, en Rusia está por debajo de lo que está en muchos países europeos. En Rusia ahora mismo, dice Putin, en torno al 3,3%, y que acabará el mes con un 3% de inflación. Aún así, dice que hay una ralentización en la economía rusa que está afectando, por supuesto, todo esto a la economía, a las empresas, y que hay bastantes objetivos que todavía tienen que evaluarse dentro de Rusia. Así que vamos a seguir escuchando al presidente ruso.
An issue that's going to be one of our